into agreed community development projects. So it is a community here that is going to identify the projects. It's a committee of 14 members that will sit down and agree with the company. We want a borehole here. We want a road here. We want a school there. We want a health facility, so that they benefit from the resources. And in the whole issue of compensation, there is already a team that is being put in place as we speak. I've just spoken to the PS for mining, PS Harry Kimtai. So people need not to worry. The government is on top of this, and nobody shall be dispossessed. Nobody shall lose their property. They shall be adequately compensated as per what shall be agreed upon by the team that the Ministry of Mining, under the State Department for Mining, is doing. And as I said, I've just spoken to the PS, Harry Kimtai. So the typical projects that are for the local community include roads, water, supply, electricity, that is infrastructure, local, social amenities, schools, health facilities, livelihoods and skills programs. That is very powerful, because it could be as well empowering people in terms of their community projects, livelihood and skills programs, trainings like the way we are doing NYOTA at the national level, and then environmental and community welfare initiatives, especially because we also want to make sure that when the place is left, it's not left in dereliction. There must be some conservation, just like you have Halapak in Mombasa there after the lime mining has been done. So the CDA funds, these are not taxes or royalties. It's direct benefits to the people. They are direct contractual commitments between the company and the community, jointly planned and monitored with government oversight. Let me explain that. That they agree with a committee of 14, but it is planned jointly and monitored by the government. Very important, so that then the people can benefit. These are lessons that we've learned from other jurisdictions to ensure that people do benefit from the extractive industries, and so that we can power development. It has been before where you have people being in a region, and then of course all the benefit goes to the company. No, that is very well anchored in law. The distinction between the two mechanisms is that it is essential to communicate clearly that royalties are public revenue shared according to law. Royalties, let me repeat that. Royalties are public revenues shared according to law. The CDA 1% gross is a private sector community investment obligation for the company. They serve different but complementary roles. Royalties strengthen public development financing, while CDAs deliver visible, direct, negotiable community projects. There is no duplication, but rather a deliberate two-track approach to ensure communities feel the impact of the mining activity. So as the national revenue, in terms of royalties, is building the whole of the country and the government, as the 20% goes to county government, say of KAKAMEGA, the 10% to the community, then the 1% is a guarantee. But these are monies that will directly benefit the people on the ground based on their priorities. Like the way people sit in CDF and say, these are the projects we want to do in this constituency. So it's very people-driven between the 14-member committee and the company, but also supervised by the government. So this is important because it ensures community trust and the social license to operate. It reduces tension and conflicts around mining operators and promotes predictable and transparent benefits for host communities. It also will help Kenya to strengthen its international equitable public revenue distribution, national, county, community. The 1% CDA requirement guarantees direct community-driven development projects. Together, these instruments form a fair, transparent, and development-oriented mining benefit sharing model. Tunasema kwamba katika mchakato huu wote wa dhahabu ambao umeweza kugunduliwa hapa Ikolomani, ambao una rasilimali kubwa na utajiri mkubwa wa shilingi bilioni 600, zaidi ya shilingi bilioni 700, kwamba tuna mgao wa fedha kulingana na ile formula ambayo imewekwa katika sheria ya madini. 70% itakwenda katika serikali ya kitaifa, 20% katika serikali gatuzi la Kakamega, na 10% katika miradi ya kijamii. Lakini zaidi ya hapo, kuna 1% ya mauzo yote ambayo itaelekezwa kwenye wanakijiji hapa, wanachama 14 wakishirikiana na kampuni, lakini wakiweza kupigwa msasa vizuri na kuangaliwa vizuri na serikali, waangalie ni barabara zipi watatengeneza, ni mashule yapi na kadhalika. Kwa hivyo hapa hakuna bugdha, hakuna mtu yoyote ambaye hatalipwa fidia. Tayari kuna kamati na mikakati ambayo itakuwa ikifanyika hivyo, lakini manufaa haya yatafaidi wote, hata kuweza kuimarisha sarafu, dhamani ya sarafu yetu, kwa sababu itakuwa ni nguzo kubwa katika kujaribu kuangalia dhamani ya utajiri wote wa nchi kama ilivyo imekuwa kwa muda mrefu. Kwa hivyo hili ni jambo zuri, na tunashukuru sana kwamba tumekuja hapa katika hii kiwanda ambacho kimejengwa majumba haya ambayo yamekamilika 88%. Na ni vizuri wanahabari tuelewane na Wakenya wenzangu, ili tuache kuwa na zile sintofahamu ambazo zimejitokeza pasi kuwa na jambo ambalo watu wanaweza kulielewa vizuri. So now you will allow me to continue with the other projects. That was very important because it is key, and of course it has also been the main subject of the public discourse recently. So the various projects include the gold processing company, factory here, roads, bridges, airstrips, modern markets, affordable housing, water supply, industrial parks, fishing and energy projects, amongst other ongoing across the 4 counties of Kakamega, Bungoma, Vihiga, and Busia. Today, we are here as the Office of the Government spokesperson, and you can see my colleagues are here. There's Joshua Rapsang. There are quite a number of them who are here. We are here with the county government. We have our DCC. We have even our chief. We have the GTU is here. We have the ICT officers. We have these companies. Inspector of mining here. You can see the inspector is here. I mean, we are all very well represented, and even store managers, everything. It's very well coordinated using the multi-agency approach, one government, one voice. And our efforts is to ensure that these projects, for the residents of Kakamega, we'll be able to help them to appreciate the government's efforts and for them to take ownership in order for them to be sustainable. Particularly in Kakamega County, where we are, Kakamega County has got more than 24 projects being implemented by the national government and are ongoing, with others having been completed and only awaiting inspection and handing over. Key amongst them are construction of the Kakamega Gold Refinery, and the government, of course, we've already explained that what the government is doing. The project has cost about 129 million shillings. And you see, it was very timely because it has come when we now discovered much more. 129 million shillings on 7.5 acre piece of land. So it's going to grow. Others involve 5 road projects being implemented to enhance regional connectivity and economic integration. 4 water projects to give the residents clean water and safe water, both for domestic and farming. 6 market projects, and many others that are there. We even have a county industrial park in Sinoko County Aggregation Industrial Park. The park will serve as a key driver of value addition, industrial growth, and job creation for the region. Construction of similar types is being planned for other constituencies. In education, the government is constructing the Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology Engineering and TVET complex. Construction is ongoing, and once completed, the complex will expand students' enrollment capacity and enhance the quality of technical and engineering education. We also have 220 units of affordable housing at 78% complete. That is Milimani Phase 1. And this initiative is really noble that will contribute to the government's broader affordable housing agenda of providing dignity, jobs for our people. We also have Navagolo irrigation project at 80%, Navaholo, I think, Navaholo irrigation project at 80% overall progress, benefiting about 2,000 people, farmers, these ones, and it will also bring 1,000 acres under irrigation. The Kakamega Town Maraba sewage projects, upgrading of Kakamega County Referral Hospital, PGH, to a national teaching and referral level so that we can also reduce the reliance on MTRH. We also have a new one coming up in Bungoma that was passed by cabinet, and to ensure that we have more and more people served here. In Bungoma County, there are 7 roads projects, including 2 bridges that are under implementation, expected to significantly enhance connectivity within the county and stimulate increased business activities. A county aggregation and industrial park, KAIP, is being put up at Sangalo, designed to enhance micro, small, and medium enterprises, value chains, fostering value addition, and creating investment and business opportunities across the region. Water projects, Chebiuk Ward Kibabi Complex Water Supply Project, Koika 2, is fully completed and is aimed at enhancing the provision of clean and safe water in Bungoma County. There is also the Matulo Airstrip project at 85% completion rate, which will enhance air transport connectivity within the county and boost tourism and business activities, as well as enhancing accessibility to the region. We also have the Masinde Muliro Stadium in Kandui, a key sports infrastructure project, which will help nurture sporting talent and create employment opportunities in sports development. And you remember, we actually had a national celebration there last year. We have the Kandui Affordable Housing Project, which aims to address the housing deficit, contribute to the creation of direct and indirect employment, while addressing the growing demand for affordable housing in the region. The project will deliver 373 housing units as part of the Better Plan in the 5 pillars of our manifesto, and of course the medium-term plan 4. We also have construction of markets under the economic stimulus program, which is being undertaken with the scope of developing modern markets and supporting facilities to enhance business opportunities and foster a more enabling business environment in the area. The projects are also projected to create business opportunities, improve trading environment, and generate direct and indirect employment for the local communities. In education, the government has a number of projects, including Webuye East TVET Twin Workshop Classroom and offices, involving the construction of a twin workshop, classrooms, and office spaces. The project aims at improving access to technical and vocational education and training, thus increasing employment opportunities and skills development for the youth in the area. We also have the Musakasa TTI Tuition Block Phase 2A. This project involves the construction of 5 lecture rooms or halls, and also 1 office facility, 2 large halls as well, smaller ones, and so they are actually 7 in total, 1 office and 4 washrooms to significantly enhance TVET education and increase employment opportunities for the students and the surrounding communities. The government is also putting up Bungoma North TVC, Technical Vocational Center, for agricultural engineering complex, which will, when complete, will improve access to technical training in agriculture, foster innovation, and support job creation, particularly in the agricultural sector. Finally, we have the Busia County priority projects. We have the KAIP there at Nasewa, which is doing very well. We also have the Lower Nzoia irrigation project, Lot 2. It is also going to help us. We have the Nasewa Export Processing Zone, EPZ project. Nasewa is a great place there, and my team will be going there, which is at 72%. We have Funyula Affordable Housing Project of 880 housing units, quite big, which is at 40% complete. Then we have Alupe University Students Hostel Project that has just commenced. It's going on very well, so that it is actually for the Alupe University. And then we have markets in Amagoro, in Tesoland, Mungasti, Aroma, Angurai, all of those in that region. Corinda ESP markets, and of course in Bumala strategic markets All of them are going on. We also have upgrading of Benga, Akobwait Papa Primary School road to bitumen standards so that we can ensure local connectivity. Yeah, so that is what we have, and so that I am not told that I'm discriminating the people of Vihiga. I'm being told that if I don't mention Vihiga, then we've not completed Western. We have 21 projects there, and I don't know whether Vihiga means big stone. Where I come from, it doesn't mean stone. There's some gentleman here is called Kaiga. Maybe that means a small stone. I don't know. He's here. He's smiling. He's actually an information officer. Thank you very much with the Kenya News Agency that is doing a good job, and all of the media people. We just had a very good media breakfast in the morning just to discuss the issues around here. So we have 21 projects in Vihiga County. We have roads, like for example, the Stendikisa Luanda Road, and also we have the Luanda Modern Market, Busiratsi ESP, Esibuye ESP, Esirulo ESP, and the Muhaya markets. In the county, we have the Mbale KMTC, which is going to really benefit from 580 capacity student hostel. We have the Vihiga Affordable Housing Project, which has got 220 housing units, which includes 60 studios, 21 bedroom, and 102 bedroom, and 40 3-bedroom houses, which really will help the people, going forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, those are just is a general overview of what is happening. And those who are saying that the government is only developing one region against another, that's not true. If there's been any government led by a very able president, it is a fifth administration. It's a government of President William Samoei Ruto, because he's been able to ensure that there's equitable development across all of the 47 counties, without fear, without favor, without any form of discrimination. That is why he was here in Western. That's why he's been in the Lower Eastern region, and more to follow. So let us give that assurance. And you have seen that we have united, even when we had the Elgeyo Marakwet mudslide. And may the souls of the people rest in eternal peace. We really regret the loss. 39 the people, and nine others are still missing by the time we are reporting this. We have worked together, and we really want to thank our military. Thank you very much for the work that you did there. The Kenya Police, the Ministry of State Department for Special Programs, Ministry of Public Service, the Ministry of Interior that did a lot of work, led by CS Murkomen, CS Roko. We've done a great job. And we, as the Office of the Government Spokesperson, that is actually, tasked with having one message, one communication for government. We did it very well with the 11 or so updates, and we continue even as we plan to lay our brothers and sisters to rest. Kenya itainuka, Kenya itasimama, Kenya itanawiri kwa moja na uzalendo. Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo. Je, wewe? Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo daima.
Asante sana msemaji wa serikali kwa taarifa hiyo. Kwa hivyo nitafungua nafasi kwa wanahabari kuuliza maswala mawili matatu, kisha tutakamilisha pale.
Shukran sana. Naitwa Clarence Majani, mwanahabari wa Must FM. Mkoa wa Magharibi unajulikana kwa mambo na urithi, ikija mambo na mashamba. Na iwapo tutaangalia kiwanda kama hiki bila bidhaa ambazo tunataka tuziweke hapo, itakuwa vigumu. Swali langu ni, wale ambao hawatakuwa na nia ya kuhamia kwingine, itachukuliwaje?
Asante. Swali lingine.
Thank you. Allow me to expound on the same question. Thank you for finding time to be here. Ikolomani residents are eager to hear something from you. We have heard you say about the sharing of royalties according to the law. I think no one has a problem with that here in Ikolomani. The challenge with our people is about being relocated, moved away. When the royalties talk about benefiting a community, then they ask which community when you have been relocated elsewhere. Then two, the factory targets artisanal miners. They are complaining that they are not having licenses. They will not be able to mine once the investor who is supposed to come in steps in. They will not be able to mine, and the investor will be exporting his products directly. then this refinery will be relevant. Yet the government has invested over 5 billion here. The PS was here recently, asked the artisanal miners whether they have the capacity to produce the gold. They said yes, but up to now, they have a challenge in getting the licenses to mine because the investor has captured almost the entire area. What is your take? Thanks.
Okay, finally, the final question because of time.
Okay, asante sana. Naitwa Dan kutoka TV Magharibi, na swali langu nataka kuuliza kuhusiana na miradi ambayo umekuzia hasa sana naegemea upande wa barabara. Kumekuwa sana sana rais akikuja akizindua barabara tofauti tofauti maeneo ya magharibi, na tunapata hizo barabara haziendelei. Unapata kwamba contractor anabadilishwa, na ukiuliza contractor anasema kwamba hajalipwa pesa. Swali langu ni kwamba hii kampuni ambayo iko hapa utatuhakikishia namna gani kwamba hata ile 70% government inaenda kupata itafanya miradi ya kusaidia wananchi wa Kakamega tu? Tumeona mfano kama zile kampuni za kusiaga sukari walikuwa mwanzo wanakarabati barabara, serikali ikasema wapeane road levy kwa serikali, lakini tunapoona barabara zimeharibika, lakini wanapeana zile sendi. So tunataka tu tuhakikishie kwamba hii 70% itatusaidia aje kama Wakenya.
Haya, asante sana. Nafikiri naweza kujibu haya kwa sababu ya muda. Asante sana Joshua. Mwanzo, I think I need to really be very clear na niseme vizuri, kwa sababu nafikiri nyinyi ni wapenzi wa lugha, kwamba mikakati yote ambayo itakisha kwamba mtu wa hapa amefaidika na mradi huu bila ya kunyanyaswa, hilo ni jambo ambalo tunasema kwamba lipo, na kuna mradi wa kununua dhahabu kutoka kwa wale ambao watakuwa wakiwa na hii dhahabu ambao uko tayari na unaendelea kuzinduliwa na kupigiwa msasa. Kwa hivyo hilo sio jambo ambalo watu wataogopa. Pili, kamati ambayo inawekwa tayari kuweza kuzungumzia kuhusu wale ambao wataondoka kwenye maeneo hayo itakuwa na mikakati ya kuhakikisha kwamba hata wao wenyewe wanafaidika kutokana na hii dhahabu ambayo imepatikana kule ambako maeneo ambayo wanaishi. Na pia zaidi ya hapo ni kusema kwamba wakati pesa zinakwenda katika serikali ya kitaifa zitawafaidi Wakenya wote, kwa sababu hii ni rasilimali ya nchi pia. Kwa hivyo Mkenya yote pia atafaidika tukiwa na njia ile. Ikikuja kwa mambo ya barabara, unaona ile 1% ya kampuni watafungua barabara huku, lakini kwa zile barabara zingine, hata zile fedha tunazozipata hapa kutokana na hii dhahabu pia itatusaidia kujenga barabara Kenya nzima na kukwamua miradi ambayo pengine imekwama, kwa sababu ilitubidi tukatafuta fedha zingine bilioni 185 kutoka kwa ile fuel levy, na ndiposa tukaweza kupata wanakandarasi wakarudi kwenye mabarabara kwenye site kuweza kujenga, kwa sababu ni kweli kulikuwa wingi watu hawapo, kwa sababu hakukuwa na fedha, kwa sababu tulichukua madeni mengi sana wakati tulipoingia kama serikali. Kwa hiyo hilo ni jambo ambalo tulishughulikia, lakini tukiwa na miradi kama hii, tukiwa na viwanda kama hivi, tukiwa na vile ambavyo tuna madini yetu ambayo tunayatumia vizuri na leseni pia watu watapewa, hamna shida. Hilo ni jambo, kuna mpangilio, tutakuwa tukifundisha watu vile ambavyo pia wanaweza kufaidika. Ile kamati ya watu 14 itakuwa kishughulikia masuala kama hayo. Umesikia kwamba nimejumuisha nikasema kwamba hata mambo ya economic empowerment na kujifundisha na kufanyishwa taaluma kama tunafanya katika mipango ya nyota na kadhalika, kusaidia wale ambao wamekuwa wakichumba dhahabu kidogo kidogo hapa, wakichimba dhahabu kidogo kidogo, pia waweze kufaidika na hiki kiwanda, na pia viwanda vile vingine vivyote ambavyo vitaweza pia pengine zitakuja katika za kibinafsi. Kwa hivyo watu wasikue na shida. Kuna dhahabu ya kutosha hapa na itawafaidi wa Kenya, na ni miaka mingi tu, si eti ni siku moja. Tuachie hapo na tuseme kwamba tunashukuru. Mungu awabariki na Mungu awalinde. Asanteni sana.